Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
They'll run on first down. It's Pierce. He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
The kill here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more.
He's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
And he's got it to make it 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase.
Extra point right down the middle. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
He'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Interception.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. With success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And it's complete to the tight end Pettigrew. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brennan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Marshall. Brennan only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
33-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. The final tally.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brennan. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brennan. And he hits on the slant right to Marshall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st and 10, Brennan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw on 2nd down, Brennan. Eluding the pressure right. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
It goes or not, yeah.
Whether the play's on or not, how about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give him a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
32-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play
yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 3 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
It's good, and it's 20.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Broncos 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
Deontay Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a first and 10. From the gun, Brennan. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground.
We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brennan. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning.
This is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Brennan. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Good. That keeps the score Bengals 21.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
It's been a big highlight day for him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Taken down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
On the carry, this is Pierce. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Broncos about set to go on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brennan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On 1st down, Brennan. From here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL in this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such...
And that is caught by Marshall for a jump touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And this is back to a 5-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
23.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
taken at about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
That's the end of the third.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They go again with Pierce. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
7 yards, the pick up there.
It's a gain of
This
7.
drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pierce. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Brennan. Wide open receiver complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Now, that was a fun one one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
10 at the 23-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 23. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone.
Easy to score. Broncos.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
So now the Bengals down by a field goal. A little over 80 ticks to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. Across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And right away inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 14.
Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
You just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Broncos 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Spencer. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now it's the Broncos' turn. Trailing by 4. 25 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. To throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Touchdown.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.